Okay, Ben. So there's this event I really want to go to at Universal.
Okay.
It's one night.
Okay.
It's a special event. The food's included.
Okay.
And it's during HHN season. Are you in?
What do tickets cost?
$390 a person.
It's one of our favorite events of the Halloween Horror Nights season, and it is back
Premium Scream Night,
for
baby.
2025. Today we are talking all about Premium Scream Night, what it is, why it's awesome, and what we learned from last year so that you can have the best Premium Scream Night event ever.
The amount of people that I talked to last year who didn't go to Premium Scream Night and afterwards were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed out. I wish I would have gone. There were a lot of them. And so we want to make sure that if you're interested in going to Premium Scream Night round 2, that you have all the info and you'll know if you want to pay that $390 ticket price, because that's steep.
We went to Premium Scream Night last year, and we were skeptical.
Not so skeptical that we didn't buy tickets when they immediately dropped, but we were still pretty darn concerned what we were getting ourselves into.
It was expensive for one night at Halloween Horror Nights. We weren't sure whether you were going to get actually all the food or you're going to get these little itty bitty bites.
Yeah.
What was like pulsing people through the houses really going to be like, or were you just going to be in the standard conga line? And now we just spent $300 plus some odd dollars to just have another night of Halloween Horror Nights.
Not to mention, you also want to buy tickets to go to other nights of HHN. So do you want to put that money up front when you have the whole season ahead of you? It's a big choice. But before we get into whether we're going to go to Premium Scream Night this season or not, and if we think you should too, let's talk a little bit about what you can expect for this year and tell you what we learned from last year.
When you purchase a ticket for Premium Scream Night, you get access to Halloween Horror Nights with a limited crowd, lower wait times, and you get staggered through the houses.
If you've ever been to an Orlando Informer meetup, the best way I can describe Premium Scream Night is Orlando Informer meets HHN and they had a baby.
And I know what you're asking is like, what does staggered into the houses actually mean?
Well, it means you're walking through it by yourself, I'll tell you that, and it's terrifying.
It means that you might find that you are the only party walking through Insidious, like we did last year.
I wish that we were allowed to film in that house, because the terror on my face when I turned around going through the red door and no one was around me, my heart stopped. It stopped.
So when Universal says staggered entry, it means that they will send a party in, hold you at the front, wait for them to get 1, maybe 2 rooms deep before they send the next party. So it feels like you are going through these Halloween Horror Nights houses by yourself.
And the best part about it though is it's not like you're waiting hours to do that to get into the houses. In fact, I think the longest we might have waited was like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, maybe.
10 minutes, and then you're going in by yourself. So be prepared if you're looking to go to Premium Scream Night, because
It's a whole different vibe.
I can't tell you the time I've ever had an experience like this in the HHN houses.
And just like normal Halloween Horror Nights events, the scare zones will be open. There will be shows going, and there is food.
If you ever wanted to be at HHN and feel like there's more scare actors than people observing the event, this is the night to do it. There was a point last year where we were walking through the Blumhouse scare zone and I had so many scare actors following me. It was honestly a little frightening.
It feels like every one of the scares, whether it's through the scare zones or the houses, that every single scare is meant for you.
On top of that, like Ben mentioned, when you're at Premium Scream Night, there is food galore.
Galore.
It is included in the cost of your ticket, and you can grab light bites and items throughout the night. They are there and they are available. If you are looking to get that one grammable HHN item this season, Premium Scream Night is the night to do it, because who doesn't like grabbing that free food? Yes, I said free. It's included in the cost of the ticket. Fight me any way you want, but get that picture of the Marshmallow Puff Man or whatever it is this season at HHN at Premium Scream Night before everybody else.
Where else are you going to be able to try each and every piece of food and not feel like you're absolutely breaking the bank
But be warned, I will make sure you're aware that any of the alcoholic beverages will come at a cost. So if you're looking to enjoy that ghoul juice with a blinky cup, you will be paying for that. However, the rest of the non-alcoholic beverages and food are included, and then you can enjoy as much or as little as you want. Personally, we'll tell you more about our failure on that part later, but we did not enjoy nearly enough food last Premium Scream Night.
And maybe the not so exciting part of your Premium Scream Night ticket is you do get a complimentary lanyard.
A lanyard?
A lanyard. And complimentary parking with your Premium Scream Night ticket.
Now that complimentary parking is nice because paying for parking every time you go to HHN does add up. But let me tell you, if you've been looking for a $390 lanyard, this is the night to get it. I'll say that.
Currently, the Premium Scream Night tickets are $390. That is a slight increase from when Premium Scream Night was announced just a couple of short weeks ago.
It's true. The price has gone up, and it makes me curious, like, is there more demand and that's why the numbers are going up? Is there less demand? They're trying to make their money back? Like, what are we doing here with this price right now? And why are we seeing these changes? Not to mention, we're still, hopefully by the time this video comes out, waiting for multi-night tickets to drop, which adds up in itself right there. So to help you make the most informed decision for your HHN season before you drop that $400 price point, let's talk about how you can get the most out of it if you're choosing to go to Premium Scream Night this year.
The event this year starts at 7:30. I think last year it started at 6:30, if I'm not mistaken, but kind of irrelevant. This year it does start at 7:30.
If you're looking to take advantage of the full night of Premium Scream Night, get there by 7:30. If you want to see the opening ceremonies, which they did provide last year, get there before 7:30 and start lining up because that front gate gets busy.
Yeah, there's still a line.
It doesn't mean that everyone there to watch the opening ceremonies is going to be heading in, but you know, if you want to be able to see it and it's pretty cool, it's worth getting there early for. A pro tip I would say is if you're not looking to watch the opening ceremonies, take your time, roll on in, 7:45. Let those gates get cleared out because once everyone gets through, it's a breeze and they're spread around the park and now you can just mosey on in.
The next point is very, very important, and that is plan around the show. Right now, we don't even know whether there is a show and what the show's gonna be.
Nothing's been announced.
But last year, there were limited show times throughout the night. And so we don't want you to go expecting to see the show, get caught up in a house, and then magically miss the show that you were really planning on going to.
Come here. I'll let you in on a secret. Ben loves the Nightmare Fuel show. And so if you also love the Nightmare Fuel show, I'd really recommend to take the tip. And if there is a show this year, plan on going to it.
Especially because those crowds are so low. We walked into the show last year and it was just like,
wherever you want to
pick
sit.
wherever you want to sit. And we were like, anywhere? And they're like, yeah, anywhere. And so we were just blown away of just how empty it was that we could sit anywhere we wanted and still just take in everything that show had to offer.
Like, I'm thinking about how it was because on your normal night to go and watch the show,
you're showing up early.
You're showing up early. You're in a cattle corral. I don't remember any of that. It was the weirdest and also coolest experience to just kind of be like, head on in. There's no lines.
Where do you want to sit? Right by the box?
Do you want to be up top? Do you want to sit far over there? Do you want your party of 12 all split up everywhere?
Because you can.
You can. And yeah, it
was something. It was really, really fun.
Almost mind-boggling. So if you want to go to the show, just understand that there are limited show times during Premium Scream Night, and that was last year. We kind of assume if the show's back, they'll probably do something similar like that this year. This next one's important, though.
Oh yeah.
Like, is it as important at Premium Scream Night as it is on opening night?
It's just as important, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it applies to both. Plan for the rain, just in case.
It is still hurricane season here in Central Florida, and so expect that it will rain some point during the day, ideally, fingers crossed, before Premium Scream Night, but a little bit of planning will help save your night.
Last year we lucked out because the rain happened prior to the night starting, and so we were able to hide in our little hotel room. before we headed out for the evening, and it was a clear night, which was fantastic. But that's not always the case. If you're an HHN goer or new to it, just know rain happens, especially when there's corn.
Bring a poncho, bring an umbrella, bring a change of clothes, heck, change of socks, whatever is going to allow you to enjoy the night, even if it rains. Just pack it away, put it in your backpack, just so that you have it in case it rains. The last thing we want is for you to not have a poncho and then just be absolutely soaked to the bone.
This is not the night to go home early, folks.
No.
Which we'll get to that in a moment. But plan accordingly and be ready in case the rain does fall.
Yeah, the rain gods make it rain. This next tip was our biggest mistake of Premium Scream Night last year.
I still feel it. My wallet still feels it because I made this mistake.
And that is pacing yourself when it comes to food. Or in our case, eat more food. I think last year we only got one, maybe two things from the food booths because we were just bopping around the houses and just didn't take advantage of all the food that's included.
Yeah. If you saw our video last year about all of the HHN food, we didn't film that on Premium Scream
Probably
Night.
should have.
So we paid for all of those items that arguably like a day or so before we could have had for free. Take advantage of the free or, again, included food in the cost of Premium Scream Night because they spared no expense.
Oh, yeah.
They had all the food booths ready and rolling, and you could grab things and go. We just got so caught up in houses and shows and Death Eaters that we completely forgot.
Now, last year they were full-size portions of the food. We kind of went into it expecting that you were going to get these itty-bitty little bites. But no, like last year, it was full-size portions. Now it can always change. So maybe this year.
I hope it's not this year. I hope it's still
yeah,
full size.
if it's like, just be prepared. If it's full-size portions, like it was awesome. But like I said, it might change, and so be prepared. But just take advantage of the food that's included during Premium Scream.
I'm saying it right now. Premium Scream Night is the night to get your grammable photo of the HHN food item this year. I don't know what it'll be.
Yeah.
I look forward to finding that out, but like that's the night to go get it because it'll be before everybody else. You can be the first one on the gram. Is that what the kids are still saying these days?
Skibbity toilet. I don't know.
This is a new update.
This is a new one.
And it is only applicable to Premium Scream Night. But this year at Premium Scream Night, if you so choose, you can wear a costume.
There are rules associated with the costume. So check Universal's website about what you are allowed to wear, what you're allowed to bring, what you're not allowed to bring. I know there are strictly no masks, and you can't pretend to be a performer. You can't pretend to be law enforcement or emergency services.
You gotta have shoes and socks on.
Shoes and socks.
Noisemakers were not okay.
Not okay.
And then if you have a service dog, the service dog cannot be dressed up. We read through all of the rules the other day, and they did a pretty good job at keeping it concise as much as they can. But there are some very good specifics. If you're looking to dress up, you know, a little like Mickey's Not So Scary kind of night, if you're looking to dress up, go and check out the rules to make sure that you are still abiding by the universal law that night, specifically so you don't get turned around. The last thing you want is to show up there all decked out only to be like, hey, hope you brought a spare pair of pants because you can't go in.
The one tip I will say as it pertains to costume does pertain to alcohol, very similar to the Monster Makeover at Epic Universe, because they have to be able to tell who you are and make sure that who you say you are matches your ID if you want to drink at Premium Scream Night.
So be careful with the face paint, because if they can't tell who you are and it's
They're
like
gonna
more
make
than
you
half
take it
your
off.
face, well, that or you just don't get to drink that night, which a lot of people like to do that in HHN. Finally, let's talk a little bit about just our experience last year at Premium Scream Night, because it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, we had an absolute ball of a night, and it caught us off guard because a number of people left early.
We started the night at, well, we probably got to the gates at 5:30 or so.
We hung out there so we could be first in line for the opening ceremony.
See the opening ceremonies, and then we beelined it right to Monstrose. And
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. And by the end of the night, we got 16 houses done.
Yeah, leisurely.
Leisurely. Like, we got every single house done, and the houses that we wanted to give a second run to, we could hop right in.
Not only did we get 16 roughly houses done that night, we watched the Death Eaters. We went to the Nightmare Fuel show. We hung out with friends and bebopped and enjoyed the scare actors in the different scare zones. We, again, failed on the food portion of things. I had the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but that's about all I can remember of that. But we had a absolute blast, and actually we left there going, this is the only way I want to do HHN from here on out. This is fantastic.
There were numbers of times that we were going through scare zones where we're like, there's nobody else here. And it felt that by like 11:30 or midnight, that we pretty much had the park to ourselves.
A lot of people went to Premium Scream, hit their houses, and then skedaddled. Like they got out of there, and we're thinking they went and enjoyed the houses, but you're gone now. And the ambiance of the park during HHN is just,
There's
you gotta be there to enjoy it.
There is no other time that you are going to feel like you're the only people in Halloween Horror Nights other than Premium Scream Night.
Now, we might be totally ruining it by telling everybody about Premium Scream
Maybe
Night.
don't come, because I want...
In fact,
don't.
everyone go home early if you go to Premium.
Because I want that
terrible.
feeling.
The fog is horrible. You
It
don't want to hang
smells
out there.
like it's scary. Just stay home.
Yeah, it might rain. So, you know, Premium Scream Night's fantastic. And I know that the price point is steep. But if you're looking to have quite the HHN experience, Premium Scream Night does just that, especially based off of what we got to do last year.
So, the question remains. Do you think the $390 price tag for Premium Scream Night is worth it?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think that if you love HHN, especially if you're only gonna go for like one day, or if you're debating between like, I wanna do an RIP tour, or I wanna do Premium Scream, where do I spend the money? I would put the money into Premium Scream Night.
Wow.
Because
that's a bold statement.
Yeah, well, like you get a full night, you're going through the houses one by one, basically, or group by group. The food's included. You still get to see the shows, like you get to do it on your timeline, and you have a full night to do it. So it's a steep price, but it is an exceptional experience during that event.
So let us know if we will see you at Premium Scream Night in 2025, and we look forward to going through the houses with you.
Oh yeah, if you're there, come be in our Scream Squad. We'd love to see you.
If you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more HHN content coming, including food, including first night, including all the tips and tricks that we learned throughout the year.
And yes, we will be at Premium Scream Night if you haven't caught on to that. We're so excited. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great season.
We'll see you in the fog.
Bye!